The atmosphere is basically in a state where we could have a few more severe storms popping up. And so we definitely are monitoring things closely. We do still have that severe thunderstorm watch in place through 8 p.m. for the majority of the area. Now, if you're down around Galveston, coastal spots, you're not in it just yet. But Houston, Woodlands, Cypress, up towards the Navasota, Huntsville areas, all in this severe thunderstorm watch through 8 p.m. We've had numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. We've got flood advisories in place, and we are left with one severe thunderstorm warning right now up towards Madisonville, northern portions of Grimes County, and northwestern sections of Walker County. So this does not include Huntsville, although the storms and the heavy rain moving towards you in Huntsville. So this severe thunderstorm warning out through 5:30 p.m. mainly for the risk for some large hail, maybe quarter to ping pong ball size hail. That would be around 1 to 1.5 inches, and some very heavy rain that could lead to, you guessed it, more flooded streets. New Waverly, you're not under a severe thunderstorm warning, but a heavy burst of rain coming down over you right now. Also around Cleveland, just south of Cold Spring, more of these rounds of heavy rain that many of you have been dealing with off and on throughout the afternoon. Now, let's check out Houston. Downtown Houston looking good. We've escaped most of this messiness today, but we may not be so lucky tonight. Slow moving front will drop in, and overall these bands of rain will gradually shift south. More of that heavy rain coming down around the Summerville area, and that extends down into Fayetteville, Industry, and it looks like we will continue with the risk for these storms to kind of pulse up and become strong to severe. In fact, it looks like we have a new warning here, severe thunderstorm warning, and this is going to be south of Fayetteville, south of LaGrange, and likely for the risk for some hail around quarter size or maybe a little bit larger. So it's not just the hail threat, the threat for damaging winds, but it's also the threat for the flooding. And we've had anywhere from 5 to almost 6.5 inches of rain across Hillcrest. So that's why we have a flood advisory that continues there for parts of Colorado County. Another flood advisory has been issued up towards College Station, and this is because we've had almost 3 inches of rain here. So we do have flooding that will be a huge risk as we go through this evening. Bullseye for that heaviest rain also over towards the Dayton area, Liberty County. You've had some very nasty weather. You're briefly under a tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warnings, and you've picked up close to 7 inches of rain just from today. So rain, flooding, still a big risk. Hail, a big risk. We've had severe hail reported in Huffman, Kingwood, Columbus, 1 to 1.25 inch hail there. Liberty, Montgomery, half-inch hail, and that high risk for hail sticks around, especially up towards Huntsville and Navasota. So our futurecast shows all of the rain gradually shifting south through tonight, pushing into Houston and eventually making it down to the coast around 10, 11 p.m. So make sure you factor this into your Friday night plans. Very last round of rain pushes through overnight into early Saturday, and I think as we go through Saturday morning, we are finished with all of the messiness. So we will be able to salvage a pretty nice weekend. Cooler in the morning, warm in the afternoon, but look for another big round of storms likely next week, Tuesday and Wednesday.